Hey everyone, so I was gonna postpone this video for later, but I got a little bit of free time. This is the Shuri Tornado build. It's kind of a meme build, but with the latest buffs, it's actually not bad anymore. I'll play a clip at the start, and you'll see that in Extreme Protean, it kills it pretty fast with minimal effort. To start with, relic-wise, what we're running is very much a we're never gonna fire our gun ever type thing. So we're going to be playing Restraint here for the 200% skill power when weapon not in use for 3 seconds. Because of this, we never want to shoot. We're playing Necklace of Giant Strength. This will give us some attack power at the start, which is an important stat. I've said this a lot. But also because it hurts us, which is going to be key for comboing. And then Special Charge Module. So when we have a lot of tornadoes everywhere, this is going to reset our tornadoes. Honestly, you could probably switch this out for another cooldown relic, but this works best in my opinion. And then Critical Defender to combo with the Necklace of Giant Strength. Hurting ourselves with Giant Strength is going to give us crit, and then giving us crit is going to make our tornadoes, well, crit more often and do more damage. It's easy to stack this. You can just spam your tornadoes before you enter any boss room and get it stacked before you even start any fights. Moving over to other relics to worry about. I haven't actually adjusted this at all, so what I'm saying here is not going to be represented of what you're seeing in front of you, but what you're really going to want to look for in runs are cooldown related relics, so you can spam tornadoes as much as possible. The most important ones being reactive and charger module. And when I say charger module, I mean this one. The cooldown when weapon not in use, as we're not firing anyway. This will give us our cooldowns back faster and just allow you to do the spam chaining. On top of that, we want skill power relics, because this is a skill build, and attack power related relics like Medal of Honor and other things like that. Because we're not able to utilize a crasher, we're obviously making use of Critical Defender, so we'll want to cap out our crit with using stuff like Critical Chip when we find it, and other things like Critical Greaves. You do not want Dodge Greaves, as the damage from Giant's Neck and Necklace of Trade, if you get on your weapon, will cause this effect to stop working instantly, so this is just a dead relic to us. On top of that, we want critical damage relics, so stuff like Critical Box, Critical Power Magazine if we're not using a cannon weapon. Due to the fact that we don't care for our weapon, we're going to use whatever weapon has the best stats for us, which sometimes might end up being a cannon weapon, which will stop us from using stuff like Critical Power Magazine. But TLDR, skill power, crit damage, and attack power, and cooldown. Moving over to skills. This is a tornado build, so defaultly at the start, we're starting with the newly buffed 500% tornado damage. This is massive, and you'll be hitting pretty hard early out the gate. On top of this, the next most important one to find will be the ×2 sandstorms. This will add 2 extra sandstorms to your tornadoes, which will basically just double the damage. It's going to make your damage go like up threefold. 1, it's going to give you more DPS, and 2, it's going to give you more resets on Special Charge Module. And then from there, we only really care for this Sandstorm upgrade, which increases the duration of Petrify. This is key for chaining CC on stuff like Protean. But also because now it doubles the duration of Sandstorm, but it also increases our Petrify damage. This is massive, and the amount of multipliers Shuri now has makes this build incredible. So we have 100% multiplier from Sandstorm, and because it's a skill build, we don't care for attack speed, so the only upgrade we care for from Gustwind is the 100% damage to Petrify. The cooldown's fine as well as the duration increase. But because how much cooldown reduction we're going to be getting in the run, we'll have uptime on this anyway. But pretty much tornado stuff. Then you want the Gustwind damage for the Petrify, and then also now, thanks to the Season 3 update, we also have it on our Breeze. This is massive. That 100% damage to Petrify applies to all your team, by the way, when it comes to Breeze and Gustwind. On top of that, we don't really care for anything else. That's really it. As long as you find those, your tornadoes are going to shred. Anything else is just purely utility. Like I said, with weapons, preferably we'll have a weapon that has ammo, so we can utilize Critical Power Magazine. Otherwise, any weapon that's rolled good. Moving over to the Toy Worker, I went with Power Dog so I can utilize as much cooldown and damage as possible, but really, Goldhound, Medic V2, or Power Dog are all fine as long as you get skill power or cooldown rolled onto them. This has been a quick guide. I hope it's been helpful. Your rotation is simple. You press Tornado. Well, first you make sure you have all your buffs up, and then you just spam Tornado. It's probably the easiest build in the game to play. Every single ability Shuri does gives her an iframe. She's incredibly safe. The damage is bonkers in the late game. Go try it. Have fun. Extreme should be a breeze as long as you're just spamming Tornado. No pun intended. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.